Okay, so Uncomment HTML. So commenting is a way that you can leave comments for other developers within your code without affecting the resulting output that is displayed to the end user. So commenting is also a convenient way to make code inactive without having to delete it entirely. So comments in HTML start with a less than sign, exclamation mark dash dash, and ends with a dash dash greater than sign. So uncomment your H1, H2, and P elements. Right. So in order to pass this test, what we're going to do is we're just going to delete the syntax for the comments. And so you see, if we click on run the test, that should work. Awesome. But before we move on, I just want to throw in a little bit of a side note, and that is that when you do use comments, you want to use them sparingly because you don't want your code to just be overrun with tons of comments to the point where it's hard to distinguish code from a comment. And then the other thing is make your comments useful, right? Comments are there for either yourself in the future or for somebody who's never seen the code before to actually look at your code and have these little notes that they can actually take some useful information from it, right? So let me show you two examples, right? So the first is going to be a bad example of a comment and then a good example of a comment. So in real life production code, like a working website, right, that I was working on, I saw code like this. Right, this is an example of a very unhelpful comment. Why? Because I had no idea how long that was there. I had no idea what exactly they were trying to fix. And so, looking at that code, or that comment, I was a little bit worried about what exactly may be wrong with, this section of the code. So if you're going to leave a comment, make it something useful, right? So an example of a more helpful comment might be last updated, and then today's date, 3/19 or 3/11/2019. And that would be an example of a useful comment, right? So this has a little bit of information that somebody looking at the code may not immediately know about our code, and it's something that you can actually use, usefully, right? And so that's pretty much all I want to say about comments. Is try not to leave little tidbits that are unhelpful, and just don't use comments overwhelmingly.